Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. Carol here, founder of Live to Rise, and I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm going to make my version of the viral TikTok feta pasta. I know that I'm way late on this bandwagon. I've actually been making this for a few months now. I originally saw the idea on, I don't do TikTok, but I recently saw it on Instagram, and it's the feta cheese pasta with the roasted tomatoes in the pan, and it's the one where Finland actually ran out of feta cheese because of this viral dish that everybody had to make. So, of course, I'm going to make it plant-based and oil-free. And I just wanted to show you how easy it is to make a delicious pasta dish that's full of vegetables and it doesn't have any dairy in it. So I'm going to use tofu. This is firm tofu, 16 ounces. You can drain it on paper towels. You can use a tofu press. I just kind of squeeze the excess water out myself. You can see that there was a little bit of water in there. It's okay. And then I'm going to use a teaspoon of salt. One thing about feta cheese is that it is salty. Teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. This gives it that cheesy flavor. I'm going to use a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Feta has a little bit of a tangy taste to it. And some fresh ground pepper. And that's it. This is my vegan feta. I'm going to blend this up in the Vitamix and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, the plant-based feta is done. You can see it's smooth and creamy and it's super thick. And it tastes amazing. So it doesn't taste exactly like feta. It doesn't have that stinky kind of goat taste to it, but it is delicious and it's salty and tangy and it's going to be the perfect complement to our pasta dish. I want to show you how I put it together. I have cut up a orange bell pepper. This is optional, but you know me, I like to get as many veggies in my pasta as I can. I have 2 pounds of grape tomatoes here. I've used some of them already. I would say this is probably 1.5 pounds. It's a lot of tomatoes, but they really break down and they explode when you cook them in the oven. So I have the orange pepper and the tomatoes. This is already looking really good. I'm going to put some minced garlic in here because I'm a cheater. I hate mincing garlic. I like a lot of garlic. The flavor really comes out when you roast it. So I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. And this is so good when it gets all roasted in the oven together. I'm going to put some more salt in here. This is pink Himalayan salt. And some fresh ground pepper. I've made this so many different times and I keep putting different veggies in it every time. But I always use the tomatoes. I have some Italian seasoning. I'm going to use a tablespoon of that. And I like some crushed red pepper flakes. Just maybe half a teaspoon gives it a nice kick. That was probably a teaspoon. But I love spice. And then we put the plant-based feta right in the middle. I have about half a box, maybe 3/4 of a box of whole wheat pasta. I always buy whole wheat pasta, or I really like that chickpea pasta. Have you guys had that one? That is really good. I also like gluten-free pasta. I like the taste of it. But the whole wheat pasta is just so much more nutritious for you. It has 7 grams of protein per serving and 5 grams of fiber. So it's much better for you than the white pasta. White pasta really doesn't have any nutrition. But when I eat whole wheat pasta, I find that I only need a little bit with all the veggies that I have with it. And it's super filling. It keeps me full for hours. So I've been incorporating more whole grain pastas into my life and loving it. So this is almost ready. I'm just going to sprinkle a little more Italian seasoning on top. You'll see how it looks when it comes out. It looks pretty. And there we go. Look at that. But I'm going to put this in at 375. I have a convection oven. So 375 is quite hot and this will be great. Maybe about 45 minutes it takes until the tomatoes start to explode. Okay, the veggies and the vegan feta are out of the oven. It only cooked for about 30 minutes. My oven is pretty hot though, and you can see there's some juice in there from the tomatoes, and that's perfect because we're gonna need that to make a sauce for our pasta. So I like to go around and pop all the tomatoes, the ones that didn't pop, and so you have to be careful because they do squirt like straight up onto the ceiling. Oh, there we go. So yeah, make sure you're not wearing white when you do this. I'm going to mix the feta in with the veggies and the juice, and it makes this amazing creamy sauce. I'm also going to put my baby spinach in now while everything is super hot. I like to put lots of baby spinach in. It really shrinks down to nothing, and it's a great way to get more veggies in. So I'm just going to mix this up a little bit until the spinach wilts. Okay, I actually put it back in the hot oven for 5 more minutes, and that is just perfect. If it's not saucy enough, you can add a couple of spoonfuls of the pasta water, which is what I did. I added a little bit of that just to get it rolling, and you can see how beautiful it is. Red, orange, and green. And then I have my whole wheat pasta. This is about 5 servings of whole wheat pasta, and this is going to last us a couple of meals. Just making sure that all the pasta is coated in the sauce, and that looks amazing. I'll show you guys how it looks. It's still really hot. Look how beautiful. Let's put some on a plate. Okay, let's give it a taste. It looks so pretty with all the colors. This is really what they call eating the rainbow. I'm going to get some tomato in there, some spinach. So good, so rich and creamy. You wouldn't notice that this is oil-free, dairy-free, full of flavor. I love that roasted garlic, and it has a little kick from the crushed red pepper. So good. I hope you guys try this one. You can really use any vegetables you like. I recommend the tomatoes because they do burst open and give you a nice sauce. But it's such an easy dish. You just dump everything in a pan and throw it in the oven. So I've been making this a lot lately. It makes a lot. I can have it for a few days. Loaded with fiber and protein from the whole grain pasta and all the veggies that we need, and the tofu also has high protein. So this is a good one to have on hand, good for meal prep. I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you haven't yet, click the link below to get my free ebook. It's 5 of my favorite sauces and dressings that are perfect for this whole food plant-based lifestyle. If you're wondering what to eat, what to put on your salad, what kinds of sauces can you put on your pasta, your veggies, I have 5 of one of my favorites in that ebook, and it's all for free. Just click the link below to get that, and I hope you guys have a great day.